Abortion is and has been a controversial topic, but it should be the right to make women make their own decisions with their body. Pro-choice supports giving the woman the legal right to make decisions regarding her fertility and reproductive life rights. The authors of these articles discuss about how women should be allowed to choose what they do with their reproductive rights, and there are many reasons why women choose to have an abortion due to money issues, the timing, and how they get into the pregnancy. Choosing to be a mother is a big decision if you are young. In the article Arguments for Pro-Choice Abortion, they mention if you are below the age of 21 years old, then they are too young to have a child. They also mention in the same article that she may be immature and may not be in the position to take the full responsibility of a new life altogether. A minor mother is psychologically not ready to have a child and take responsibility, and them being that young puts so much stress into their life, getting ready for the baby, saving up money, making sure they have room for the baby, and etc. Nobody wants to abort a child, but if you have an unplanned pregnancy and you're not sure if you're ready, then abortion is probably the best option. Most women have accidental pregnancies and have been sexually assaulted and raped. There have been multiple rape victims that become pregnant each year, and from the article Pro-Choice Argument, they say that 9,000 rape victims become pregnant each year, and that 100,000 of incest cases happen yearly. 2/3 of teenage pregnancies are not planned because many do not have adequate access to contraceptives. Minors that get unplanned pregnancies do not have ways to get contraceptives, and the taxpayer's price is helping child on welfare more than Medicaid abortion. And people's issue is the fetus's right to life. Anti-abortionists say that abortion is murder and it violates the rights of an unborn fetus. And yes, of course, some mothers do keep the child, but imagine going through that time and trying to decide if you want to keep the child or not. It makes them think and question so many things to have that child, like what would the child think in the future, and how are you supposed to mention this to your child? Finances also play a big part for raising a child. To get ready for a child, buying the clothes, food, the accessories, and more space to have the child sleep, and much more other circumstances. Minors who have unplanned pregnancies cannot afford a child at that time, and they still have an education and goals to reach. Or women have abortions due to abnormalities, and they're not able to medically afford. From the article 5 Reasons Why Women Should Have Safe Legal Access to Abortions is 42% of women who have abortions live below the federal poverty level and are not able to financially provide for a child. They also mention in the article the Hyde Amendment, which they re-upped every year to prevent federal funds to be used to pay for abortions. This amendment only allows Medicaid to cover for victims of rape or incest and for women that live under dangerous situations, which for the poor and working class, they cannot afford the procedure and have no way to access contraceptives. Discussing about not having access to contraceptives, safe and affordable legal abortion clinics, some states prohibit abortions after 22 to 26 weeks. In 2007, George W. Bush federal abortion ban upheld that it has been criminalized to have an abortion in the second trimester. And some clinics have had more stricter requirements that provide abortions, which makes it more harder for women to have access and making women travel across the nation to find contraceptives, but many can't afford the time off work and the airplane tickets and etc. They discuss in the article 5 reasons why women should have safe legal access to abortion, that restricting to safe and affordable abortion clinics or even forcing a woman to carry a fetus to full term violates their rights and their fertility. The ability of a woman to participate equally in the economic and social life of the nation has been facilitated by their ability to control their reproductive lives. Arguments of anti-abortionists saying that it's murder or immoral and that it violates the rights of an unborn fetus. There are many reasons why women may not want to bring a child to term. Women can make their own decisions with their reproductive lives, that which falls under the 14th Amendment, the right to privacy. Some people don't accept women that go into abortion, but they shouldn't feel shamed from society that disagrees when it's their own bodies and they can make their own decisions with their fertility.